Hi, my name is Ako Latin. Today I'm presenting my lab 5 presentation, analog to digital conversion. I'm using my microprocessor and I'm using analog discovery for my supply 3.3 volt, and I'm using my microprocessor. This is how I connected it. I'm using an input to it, which is a PA4. Then I have my LED connected, um, using the having a supply of a 3.3 from the microcontroller. I have my code here running, so I'll just go ahead and test the code. I'll go ahead and test the code. So we are expected to accept uh, voltages ranging from 0 to 0.25 VRAV, and continuous 0.25 from this range. I have my calculation here. So my VRAV being reference being 3.3 volt, so a 0.25 volt reference will give me a 0.825, and from 0 to 0.2825, I'll make a choice of 0.8, and from 0.825 to 1.25, I'll make a choice of 1.5, and so on. So I'll make a choice of 0.8, 1.5, 2, and 3. That will be my choices to test my program. So currently I will just go ahead and run my code and get it running, and I'll try my okay. So at the moment I have the first LED on. So I'll start with 0. I'll start with my 0 volt. So the smallest voltage this can collect is 0.5 volt. So when I have that, I have the first LED which comes on. I'll switch to the next choice of voltage, which is 0.8 volt. I'm entering 0.8 volt. 0.8 volt is still like extremely small, so I still have the first LED coming on. Nothing has changed yet. So the next choice will be 1.5 volt. 1.5 volt should be accepted. 1.5 volt. Okay, good. 1.5 volt is accepted, and it changed. My light has changed. So let's say even that 0.8 volt was supposed to be accepted, right? So it goes back to the first one. I'll just proceed back. I'll do the 1.5 volt again. 1.5 volt. So it has changed to a light inside. Then I'll choose 2 volt. 2 volt, it has switched to the second, and I'll choose the next one. I'll choose 3 volt. It has gone to the, so basically the light, all the lights have changed. So the first one was 0.8 volt. I'll quickly do it again. 0.8 volt. It went to the first, that was the initial. 0.15 volt. 0.15 volt supposed to be accepted. Yep, it has changed to the next one. So 0.2 volt was my next. It has also changed to the second, and the third is 0.3. So I actually had my circuit working, but I took a lot of time to get it running because, as you can see, my 270 resistor, isolator resistor, for some reason the first two set wasn't working. Like, my code shows everything is working, but the two LEDs were not coming on. So I had to switch the two first LEDs to a single resistor using 270 ohms. Yeah, I used 270 ohms, two separate 70 ohms. That make the my LED was working. So that was the challenge I had. I had to troubleshoot the challenge, and that took me a bit of time. But I'm happy that I finally succeeded to. So I'm not sure why my resistor is not working. I'm not sure why that the resistor is not working. I might end up having to buy another one. But that was the challenge I had in this for this experiment. But apart of that, everything else was okay. So currently, my circuit is working as expected, and that is it for my lab 5. Yeah, that is it for my lab 5. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop this.